Oh my goodness. John Tortorella is at it again. He just seems to absolutely hate players who come from the Winnipeg Jets, doesn't he? Because Jack Roslovic, in a game where the Blue Jackets ended up losing 5-2 to the Florida Panthers, was a healthy scratch. And, you know, he's quite literally the third highest point producer on the Blue Jackets right now. You take a look at the overall point production for the squad. Roslovic is there third behind Atkinson and Oliver Bjorkstrand with 22 points in 31 games played. Again, he's got a significantly lower amount of games played because he was traded to Columbus a little bit after the season started. And this guy, who was one of the top producers on the team, was scratched by John Tortorella in the middle of their playoff push because defensive issues. Well, that's not quite literally what the reasoning has been, but it's kind of implied that that is how it goes down. Again, I've said this several times over the past few weeks, but because I'm here in Vancouver, I haven't actually tuned into as many Blue Jackets games as I would have liked to, simply because of the regional blackouts and the fact that there are other hockey games that I have my mind focused towards as well. But for Jack Roslovic, a guy who most people wouldn't really say is the best defensive forward ever in the world, he's still come out here as probably the biggest acquisition for the Blue Jackets, despite being involved in a trade that also saw Patrik Laine join the team as well. Patrik Laine has been on another cold, low-scoring point streak again, and John Tortorella and the way that that system deploys him definitely isn't helping. It's just for Jack Roslovic coming out here as a little bit more of a consistent point producer for the Blue Jackets than Laine has been, going out there and getting scratched because, hey, he is not proper defensively and he's got a high expected goals against or whatever it is. Yeah, it's kind of really tainting my opinion as to whether or not John Tortorella is going to be kept around in the Blue Jackets organization any time after this season. We had all that speculation coming out earlier as to whether or not John Tortorella just kind of wants to be fired, that he doesn't really want to be a coach anymore here in this level, which is why he's making these decisions. Now, that's super conspiracy. I don't really buy it, to be honest, because who would go out there and play to lose their job? It's just things like this, man. It's really, really interesting to see it happen in front of our faces, I think. As to why this might happen, here's a comment from Reddit asking why exactly this went down. Here's from a Blue Jackets fan as well, GPuzzle1, talking about how Jack Roslovic was kind of a major issue defensively. Sometimes he would lose the puck, and sometimes he would stand on a pylon being ticked off at himself. He's a great kid, I love the guy, but he does have that issue of getting upset at himself for losing a puck battle and then idling for a while because he is mad. Now, that's all good and dandy, and maybe it is a real reason as to why you might want to bench a guy, but come on, he's still scoring. He's still doing positive things out there, and you guys are in a super tight playoff race. Take a look at the NHL standings. The Columbus Blue Jackets are not really doing all too hot. Right now, they're currently 7th. Sure, they're 3 points back of Nashville in the same amount of games played, but come on. The third highest point producer on the team is being scratched. Now, I don't know if there's going to be another situation like Laine where Roslovic comes out there and says, I deserved it, but Roslovic has never been under that same microscope like Laine has, and he's producing on his hometown team. Yeah, things are kind of whack, dude. Really, really strange things going on over there in the Columbus Blue Jacket system. I'm really interested in seeing what exactly is going to happen with Tortorella soon, but, yeah. Talk to me in the comments what you think. Short video, I know, short gameplay, just decided to go with the ones here. I hope you enjoyed this video, Roslovic, and bye.